Guys, and welcome back in. Today we're going to be spawning in on the game. Now right away we're going to notice Corrupt Intervention to the right. No offerings were played for this map, but we are going to be versing a killer who has played double blood points for themselves. We're going to be versing a Pyramid Head as well, putting him in a really good situation this early on this map. I'm taking a hit. I don't have a pallet. I won't make anything. I'm taking a love tap before I even make this. Unfortunately, I was just out of position and there was no door for me to work on. I don't want to go too far. It looks like he's going to be committing to the chase with me. That's fine. I need to either give him this or drop down early. I know my teammate's going to be working on the gen in front of me right now. This is very bad for me. I need to find something to drop early or I'm going to be in a really sticky situation right now. It's a really good attempt. I'm going to just keep running here. I'm going to just keep using line of sight against this guy. Looks like he's stopped. He's cutting through that jungle gym. I'm going to go up and around, and then we're going to come all the way back down through that drop in the hole. And we're going to play the vault on the window if he wants to chase. Looks like he doesn't want to chase. We knew where we were going. We knew what needed to happen, but that's okay. We took a really early hit. We gave him no pallets. We didn't show him we had dead hard. The good news is we had a Quinton running around as well who's going to apply pressure somewhere. I can hear the generator on the other side of this. Looks like it is being worked on. Have an ally here too. Getting a generator done in the center of the map is going to be crucial to our success, especially on such a small map like the game. Right, once I get this generator completed, I would love a heal from my ally. They were both on it. I didn't know Quinton was here as well. Double heal. Best situation that could happen right now, if I'm going to be completely honest, is we all jump on different gens right now. We split up. That's very nice of you, Quinton. Too bad you used it all, but hey, man, I'm very grateful for that. I actually wanted to go to the basement and work on that. You see that crow that despawned there? That indicates the direction of my teammate where they ran underneath. Based on that alone, I know that we're going to have somebody working on the generator above the basement in the bathroom. Alright, let's see if we can find something over here to work on. The game is one of those maps where you have to be in the right place, see the right doors to be able to know what is and what isn't open. Feel like I'm traveling with them when they're above me. I've wasted probably about 20 seconds now running around the board. I see this door is closed. That indicates the generator is right here that I need to do, which we did see earlier as well. I got a pretty strong loop to my left-hand side. One person's under the effect of the barbed wire. I have a great toolbox to walk away with at the end of the trial. I'm right beside the bathroom as well, therefore somebody else is probably working in the bathroom gen. I'm under the assumption it's going to be Quinton, but Quinton has taken a hit, so I could be wrong. The bathroom gen is very strong to get out of the way because it opens up a very good loop over there as well. That being said, there's a phenomenal loop above the bathroom too, so there's 4 really strong pallets, and you can play around that. The pallets aren't as strong against somebody like Freddy Krueger or the Clown or even Pyramid Head because he can hit you through them, but they are still really effective if you do the right plays. Now, unfortunately, that's Quinton down and hooked. I get the information right now, so it was another player to my right. 3 different people on 3 different gens. How does a killer respond to this appropriately? It's going to be very difficult. Heartbeat's getting louder. You can see my teammate responding on the right. That generator is being done by Claudette. I have to make a decision, complete my gen, or I'm actually going to run over here because I know that other player has a killer on him right now. I'm going to make sure the killer never hit it with Pop Goes the Weasel. The killer hit it with Pop Goes the Weasel. If he runs straight past, I'll save. That's good. This is the value of Kindred, showing me all the information of what needs to happen and how it needs to happen. This guy's got miles of time before struggle. I got another teammate completing a generator. Literally everything that needs to happen right now is currently happening. The split pressure, the stacking his groups as well. I'm going to get this gentleman to come with me right now. I could work on this gen at the moment, but I know my gen is nearly done. Once my gen is completed, I will then give him the medical attention he desires. That being said, if the killer comes over, I will try and sandbag a hit for my teammate as well. I'm going to let him sit on whatever place he wants. Probably the corner. We'll get this completed. We'll get that heal going. In fact, the killer is still chasing my ally, so we should probably both run to the bathroom and work on that based on the fact we can see the obsession is being chased by the killer from the entity's grasp on the left-hand side of the map. One more, my friend, and we will be walking away into the sunset. Alright, I'm going to give you that heal instead because I can hear the killer. We can see it's not No, you need to go now. Run, Quinton. Quinton, don't hide, buddy. Alright, this could be bad because he's trying to hide. Can't really do much then. This is good though. He hit me and I can run away while Quinton does that gen. I do have a pretty strong loop over here and I'll take him back to it. I was really hoping Quinton would leave when I left, but he didn't. And he used all the Savvy blocks. Looks like that's going to be Surge on the generator. I don't know if it's Surge and Pop, but I know it's one. Alright, we tap the gen. Let's see how he responds off that. I have Kindred too. That's going to be Pop. That's good. I know where the other generator is too. He doesn't have range add-ons. The other generator was over here. And I'm going to come in and I'm going to work on this. I have some pretty strong loops around here as well. I'm really hoping the killer does decide to chase me because I do have adrenaline, I do have dead hard. I know what jungle gyms are available on that side of the map, so my whole play would be to run through here and then go right back towards where I know the jungle gym's location. We can see he's coming after me now. Let's see what he does. I'm actually going to go up. Hopefully he doesn't cut me off through there. Oh, I got a little stuck then. I'm going to go up. We got a pallet here too. He does have range add-ons, noted. Alright, now I can make this drop down pretty comfortably. He has only 115% movement speed. I'm getting greedy going for another lap, but I do have dead hard. Think of the time that we're saving with my allies right now working on gens. He realized what I'm doing and how long it's going to take him. Therefore, he has let go and chase. Now, rather than running back to where my allies are, knowing that the killer has surge and knowing that the killer's most likely going to the bathroom, I'm going to come back down here. He's chasing me again. I'm going to go right back up this staircase and take him right back to the same direction I currently was at. There's going to be my adrenaline. I'm going to drop down through here and see if these other two guys are going to need any form of assistance before I run towards one of these exit gates. They're both healing in the bathroom still. This is good. He should be done the heal the time I get over here. Alright, we got a door on the far right and a door on the opposite side too. This is very good for us. The killer is currently chasing what most likely is the only injured player on the map based on the fact we heard the hit. I got an ally racing me for the door. I think I will beat him though. Plenty of time. Alright, let's power the door, then let's look for our ally, see if we can get him off the hook or save him if he does need it. We have our Quinton floating around too. I think I mentioned this at the start of the game that this is a 3-man pre-made as well, with Quinton being the solo queue gamer. I'm not on comms with the players as well. I'm also running Kindred for the information, which is going to be very important. As you can see, it was very good for us to be able to time the hook save, apply pressure towards the generators, and no Claudette was working on a generator as well. I'm going to go right through the map and find the other door. My teammate will have a lot of pallets to utilize underneath. There's still heaps of pallets around. Looks like Quinton is going to be taking a hit. That's going to be fine. We can see he's coming now. You want to go that way, my friend? No, you want to just stand here. Is the killer too busy chasing Quinton? That's fine. We'll take the heal. The door's only at 2 pips, so there's still a little bit left on the door to do. I'm going to be getting my dead hard back as well. I didn't actually hear that skill check. I wasn't paying close attention. Quinton is down. That was very loud that I stood in that. I probably should have avoided that, if I'm going to be honest with you. I do want to work on the door. My other teammates over here, I don't have my dead hard back yet. He caged him. Good play, but he should appear in one of these far right corners. Okay, he didn't cage him. Did he bait the cage? It's very interesting to see what happened then. Alright, good play by the killer. Door's open. I didn't want to sandbag my teammate, and he didn't want to do it to me either, but I think taking that hit might be the difference between getting out. Quinton ran in front. Unfortunate there. It's not over yet. I got my teammate here with the map. Taking a hit. Alright, that's my job done. Got a little bit of a sandbag with my dead hard. He can force me out now if he chooses. That's me forced out of the trial, unfortunately. Let's see how this end result goes. Looks like he can't actually barb wire my ally too. That was a good time to make him stutter, make him be able to miss a hit, give my teammate a little bit of room for wiggling. What he's going to be looking for is another hit. Unfortunately, he was unsuccessful. Looks like Quinton floated out into space. I don't know. Anyways, guys, GG's well played. This is an educational, informative red rank game of Survivor against a Pyramid Head on the game. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I do educational, informative, DVD killer, and Survivor content 5 days a week. If you want to tune into the live streams over at Twitch, where I am doing that. That also being said, guys, I know a lot of survivors do struggle on this map, but this should show you guys roughly how much you can actually play on this map, how to play it as a survivor, where you should be working on gens, how to stay away from the killer, understanding your loops. The loops do change every map cycle that does happen on that map as well, though, so keep that in mind. Anyways, guys, GG's well played. That's all from me, and I'll see you in the fog in the next video. Alrighty guys, and welcome back in. Today we're going to be spawning in on Ironworks of Misery. Now I am going to let you guys know that I am in a 3-man pre-made before the game has started. We can see our other teammate over there to the right hand side. I have a teammate on my left and another teammate a little bit further away. I got a little stuck then. I kind of wanted to find out if he had Sloppy Butcher. I don't want to take too much distance between the two of us. I actually stuffed that up hard. I'm not going to give him the pallet that easily though. Bit of a rocky start from me. At the same time, I will have to give him the pallet now or I'm going to go down. It's unfortunate that I gave that so early. I'm hoping he doesn't break it, so I'm going to run around it. Okay, I got a stronger loop on my right. The good news is he probably thinks I'm an absolute banana. He has movement speed add-ons. He is not moving at 126.5% movement speed. I'm going to wait here. Alright, he's Maya, so I don't know where he is. He is missing in action. There you go, he's over there. I didn't actually hear that bell that entire time. I'm going to work on this generator too. Now that we know he has movement speed add-ons, this is good. I didn't actually hear his bell when he uncloaked. I mean, if I did hear it, I wasn't paying attention. He got another hit. He's getting mass split pressure across the board. I'm exhausted. I'm injured. I can't afford to go down straight away, or I'm not going to get to utilize Deliverance for a game. I am going to get to utilize this window, though, with a medium bolt. Hear him ringing his bell. Looks like he's going away and across the board. The good news is we knew where he was, we knew what's going on, right? The bad news is I'm injured, I'm exhausted, 3 of us have been hit, 1 generator is completed. This is good. This Wraith is actually having a really good start on a map that I would say is leaning more towards being survivor-sided. The best thing that could possibly happen is happening though. We have decided to divide and conquer and split up over multiple different areas. That's going to put this killer in a really hard situation to try and get around the board and keep pressure on people. However, multiple people being injured means he has the equivalent of haunted ground, right? But he doesn't have any consistency to keep you injured, therefore we're not looking at Sloppy Butcher. I didn't see Save the Best for Last when he hit my ally. I didn't see any form of enhancement. Based on the fact he has movement speed add-ons, he might actually have Make Your Choice to be able to come back to the hook. Now, this generator is going to get done. What do I know? The generator takes 80 seconds to do from start to finish myself. The killer doesn't have Ruin, therefore Devour Hope is also a choice on the table. I'm going to heal my ally rather than anything else right now. I think it is a very smart play. Looking for the flashlight burn and the blind. That took a very long time for her to do it, and that cost a lot of flashlights, so I don't think she has much left in the tank. Hopefully the killer doesn't see us over here going for this heal. Killer saw us. Both of us injured. I do have Dead Hard. I also have the window here. I'm going to go for it. Alright. If he, for whatever reason, mind games me, I had Dead Hard to recover from a mistake then. He's chasing me. Good. I can utilize the shack window. No, he's going to the left-hand side. Alright, we're back with the killer. He's going back to this generator. It's a bit silly for me to come over here. My teammate is injured and running into an open area. If he has Dead Hard, he will be able to make the window. Without Dead Hard, he won't. Looks like my other allies looking for a flashlight save as opposed to a body block. Body block would be much more beneficial for the team right now. Got another burn on the Wraith. Really going to hurt him right now. Trying to get the attention of the killer, and it might work. My teammate out of position, unfortunately, not knowing where the killer was, might result in him getting down right now. Now, if I am successful in hook saving my teammate, I will have access to Deliverance. Other players looking for a flashlight save might be a little late on that. Unfortunately, that is exactly the case right now. We're going to keep working on this gen. I'm going to come up here. I do want to go for a quick hook save. Looks like my other teammate had different plans and was going to do the same thing. Unfortunately, that means I still do not have access to Deliverance, but there will be multiple chances in this trial to get this perk. Looks like the killer's going to be committing to the chase after that one player as well. He's able to utilize both windows. I'm going to run a little bit further away, and he might actually chase me, which would actually be pretty good. I do have this really good a loop that I'm running towards now, even though he has movement speed add-ons, and that's not going to really matter. I'm going to go check this chest. I'm going to apply pressure back towards that generator on the right-hand side. I would love to be healed so I can go for these crazy saves. The fact that he keeps cloaking and going for the person with the flashlight is going to hurt him. I saw movement on the right, so therefore somebody's running through the center, and I also know my other teammate is all the way over there. Therefore, I'm going to stack over here with my ally. If there's already 2 people on this generator, we're going to group, stack, heal, split. That would be the correct play in this current situation. What is currently going on? It looks like there is one person over here. We're going to do this. Now, even though I want Deliverance so I can save him on full health, the right play for me to do right now is heal him, based on the fact he is currently in struggle and I have not been hooked before. Now, any day of the week, I wouldn't look for a heal. I'm going to take the hit for him. I'm down now. I don't have a play. Ooh. That was a very risky play by the Wraith. Because he decided to lunge, I dead-hearted poorly. He had me out in the open. I was an easy hit for him, but he went after the other player who also had dead hard. I was at a Z-wall, I was exhausted, and he was right behind me. I could see... Oh, I'm sorry. Can you finish that, darling? Thank you. That was a very fast heal by her, too. Looks like botany knowledge on my ally with the flashlight. There's another light burn, and into an adrenaline as well. Now, if the killer has NOED, he can make a comeback. This just goes to show you how easy it is to counter a Wraith with a flashlight. This lady used a lot of flashlight, therefore she does have a battery add-on on it, but she was able to just keep an insane amount of pressure on this poor killer. He kept going for the person with the flashlight, therefore it cost him a lot of time. He always was out of position when he rang his bell. He needed to funnel survivors in set directions and be a little bit more patient with his lunge hits, as well as not focusing on overcommitting to certain players when I, for example, was in a bad spot and he could have easily caught me out in the open. Now, one of our teammates is is still currently injured. I'm going to pop this door to 99%. There is no door regression, but the good news here is we can walk up and we can tap that door and escape. Every generator will take 80 seconds to do. I did still have access to my toolbox. Therefore, I can use this to savvy hooks and assist my allies in other means, even though the trial has essentially finished or came to a close. Both doors are prepped at 99. The other player has found a way to be healed, and we are all accounted for at the door. I believe it is time to open the door, beautiful, and it is time for us to leave. Is that a brown toolbox? Alright guys, that is going to be it. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that subscribe button. This should give you kind of an insight on how you should manage your time as killer a little bit and not to overcommit to chases. He had a really good start. Split pressure is what decided to defeat him. So if you're in solo queue and you are struggling, this was a pre-man 3-man and there was one solo queue player, which was the person with the flashlight. If you are struggling, do keep in mind that you could just work on your own generator and that will assist the team a lot. At the start of the game, we spawned together, then we split, and that is where it went pear-shaped for the Wraith, showcasing how powerful Corrupt Intervention or Ruin was based on the fact he didn't have any protection for his generators. Anyways, guys, GG's well played. If you're watching over at YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button for more educational and informative content. You're going to notice I walk away with 16k points here, and I walk away unpipping, but that is a-okay. Guys, thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you in the fog in the next video. Have a good one. Alright guys, and welcome back in. Today we're going to be spawning in on Hattonfield. Now I am going to let you guys know I am in a duo queue pre-made. We're going to be versing a Huntress. I can see a generator on the left. I'm also going to be running a bit of a fun perk as well, which might actually help against the Huntress. Now I know Michael Myers' house has one of the safest generators available on the map, so I do not want to work on that this early into the trial. I don't think she has the angle, which is good. I'm going to just keep line of sight against her for as long as we can. Alright. Looks like she let go of Chase. That's good for us. I want to go through the middle of the street and work on another generator in the open. I do not want to work on one of these house gens because they are generally in a very good spot. And based on that alone, it's going to be much more efficient for me to be able to apply pressure on the street. That way my teammates can utilize the stronger jungle gyms. Unfortunately, it looks like there's nothing here. There's going to be one in this back right-hand corner, and there's going to be one in that left-hand side as well. That is okay. Looks like I might be a little off. Might be around the wall a little bit to the right. If there's no gen over here, there we go. I was going to say, if there's no gen over here, that would be a wild thing to see. I don't think I've recognized that bench there before. Alright, let's work on the gen. You'll notice where I'm sitting, where I can actually peek down the wall, and I can also watch the left-hand side. It's going to be very important that I point out the fact that the Obsession is being chased by the killer right now. We can tell this by looking at the bottom left-hand side of the screen. Knowing that the Obsession is in chase, we can see the hand moving around. That just tells me that I have two teammates that are unaccounted for, both on full health, that can be possibly applying pressure somewhere. Notice how the hand isn't moving? Based on the fact the hand is no longer moving, means the killer is no longer chasing the Obsession. This also indicates that she could be chasing one of the other people. She could have just ended chase to try and get a stack of play with food. Highly unlikely, knowing the fact that we're versing a Huntress. There are a few different indicators that are coming up right now. What do I know? I know I'm working on a generator in the corner of the map. Each piston on top of a generator approximately represents 22% of what is completed on a generator. It's going to take me 80 seconds to do a generator from start to finish myself. The lullaby has just kicked in. I got to keep in mind, if I try and run down that in a straight line, I'm probably going to take a hatchet in the back based on how it is. We can see the Huntress going for a hatchet on somebody across the map. Unfortunately, she's not going to be able to hear this generator from where she currently is. She needs to come around the back of the house before she's going to be able to hear this. So I'm going to just keep plodding along, completing my generator, knowing that the Huntress isn't chasing the Obsession. What do you think the Obsession is doing right now? He's had adequate time to heal himself. He chose not to heal himself, and I have a good indicator that he is completing a generator. And just like that, unfortunately for the Huntress, she's going to be losing 3 generators simultaneously on 3 different areas on the map because she could not keep the heat. This is just one of those showcasing of how important it really is to run Corrupt Intervention, stopping people from working on the corner gens and then working their way to the center. In a perfect world, it's better to work near the center of the map as opposed to on the edges, especially against a 110% movement speed killer that cannot teleport around the map like a Hag can and cannot get across the board or catch people from afar, even though she can down people from afar. That's 4 generators completed in almost a minute window of each other. This Huntress pretty much has almost 0 chance of recovery. She's going to need to hope for some altruism to help her out. In the situation of playing the Huntress, what she needed to do was not overcommit to that chase that she had on the first player. If you cannot get a hit or a pallet in 15 seconds after a survivor, it is going to be very important for your time management to let go of the chase, especially if you're nervous of people completing gens. I highly recommend a perk called Discordance on the Huntress. Now, you can't really capitalize off Discordance, but you can know where multiple people are, and then you need to understand the value of that generator. A lot of people run things like Shadowborn. If you can get out of the habit of running Shadowborn and squeezing in Discordance, that's going to allow you to know where multiple targets are. Rather than relying on Whispers for tracking, you can go towards a location that's guaranteeing 2, 3, or 4 people. Also, Barbecue will give you information too. Corrupt will funnel people together. However, I've seen a lot more Huntresses nowadays running Ruin with Hex Undying, based on the fact that is currently what people refer to as the new meta. Now, we can hear the lullaby getting a little bit louder, keeping in mind that I do have access to Adrenaline if she does try and hit me from the staircase. Unfortunately, we're going to get the generator done in time. We're going to heal through Adrenaline, and I thought I could hear a fire then, but that would be incorrect. We got a door on the left-hand side. We got a door on the right-hand side. I can hear the heartbeat getting louder. I'm not sure where she is. She's just standing there looking at a wall. No, she's got somebody in the locker that I think she's waiting to try and get a hatchet on. You see this guy opening the door as well. Not sure what the Huntress is doing right now. I think she may have just let the game go. No, she's shaking her camera. She knows somebody's in there. Let's see what's happening here. We're going to try and save this person. If it's the injured player, I'm in a bit of trouble trying to do this. I'm going to try and make the sidewall. It's the injured player. It's not over yet. Looks like she's just going to let the game go. Alright. I think that means the Huntress is actually done with this one. Gonna be taking an M1, that's fine. She should have went for a hatchet followed by an M1 to not give me the sprint boost bonus. There's my teammate down. I'm not gonna leave him. I'm gonna use line of sight though. That was a really good hatchet. I'm surprised it missed me. Alright, I need an ally to heal me so I can make a hook save on my teammate. I don't have Kindred, so I don't have this form of information. I know there was a Jake originally over here. I didn't see where Jake went. I'm assuming he went to the other door. Smartest play I can do is go through the middle of the street, try and find an ally, try and get healed, and then try and make a play for the save. I do have borrowed time, and this is where my new perk can showcase, providing I find an ally that Jake can assist me. Looks like she's filling hatchets, which might be a bad idea for her. I'm going to go for the other door if Jake gets seen here. Remember, I will get stronger the more people that are injured in the trial because of this perk that I currently have. I can see them both running in the direction towards the door. I'm going to go back here to the right. I don't know if Jake had borrowed time, but I know I had access to it. It was good that Jake was able to come in while she was trying to fill her hatchets. I'm not 100% sure where the other door... There it is, nice. Okay, we're going to come over here. We can see our other Jake. Unfortunately, he wasn't through the map ready to help, but he might have broke a totem or two. Going to go all the way past. Thank you so much, Jake, my good friend. And we're going to exit the trial. Now, this was a game against the Huntress. There might not be too much to learn in this game, but there might be a bit to learn from the killer aspect. Time management on your chases, how important corrupt intervention is, when to not overextend, how to value the difference between a pallet and a hit and a hook. That Huntress was just in a really unfortunate spot on one of the most survivor-sided maps in Dead by Daylight. And that just goes to show you that even in solo queue, you can have really difficult games, even though I was in a duo queue with one other player. GG's well played, guys. If you're watching this on over YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button for more educational, informative DVD killer and survivor content like this. You see, I'm going to walk away, ladies and gentlemen, without even pipping that game based on how fast it was, and I avoided the killer and applied pressure towards the generators that I needed to. GG's, guys, and I'll see you in the fog in the next trial. Have a good one. Alrighty guys, and welcome back in. Today we're going to be spawning in on the underground complex. Now I see my teammate behind me with Bond. I know the killer has corrupt intervention. We're going to be versing a Huntress. It's going to be a bit of an awkward map for her. There are going to be a couple of areas where she can land some pretty amazing hatchets, however, though. Keeping in mind that based on this map, there is something called there's a platform gen, which is going to be very safe, and you kind of want to leave that to the end of the game. You don't want to be the person doing the gen where I'm nodding right now, unless you're on death hook. You want to leave it for your team. In case you're wondering, it is inside the laboratory. Alright, what do we know? We know that nobody on the team has DS. I want to let you guys know I am in a 3-man pre-made this game as well. I'm going to apply pressure to this generator myself. I have information from Bond if anybody is nearby, and it looks like I know where another generator is, another teammate is, and one of my allies has gone down. The fact that the Huntress hasn't picked him up means she's either refilling hatchets or breaking a pallet, or possibly both. Alright, she knew exactly where I was and came straight across to me. Don't know how. I gave her no information. I missed no skill checks. Bit of an interesting decision for her to make then. That was very bad play by me. Alright, looks like she's going for the shots, chat. I don't think so, beautiful. It'd be very impressive if you can. Yeah. Alright. Well, she came straight across to me. She got a little bit of pressure on me at the beginning of the trial. The good news is I had a teammate staying on the gen the entire time and a teammate on another gen. And she got 1 pallet for 1 down, 1 hit, and 1 dead hard. I don't think that's bad value. I have to leave you, I'm afraid, Bill. If I was full health, I would be more ambitious and willing to stay if I had dead hard as well. Alright, that's the gen upstairs done. Oh my god, I'm in a bad spot. Really good shot by her. I tried to crouch, but she managed to get away with an incredible hit on us. Alright, I'm actually going to crawl in between the pallet. I think it's the smartest play right now, knowing I have a teammate nearby. He's going to wait. He's going to hide. I'm going to sit here. I'm going to look. She's already got another person down. We got 2 generators done. I'm going to wiggle on the ground when my teammate should heal me. But it looks like he's coming in for it anyways. She might have nurses calling and be coming in from a hit around a wall. Right, what are we looking at? We're okay. We got 2 gens done. 1 person hooked. 1 pallet consumed. As long as somebody goes to work on a gen now, we're living the dream. She took a hit on Bill. I'm gonna come in for a quick save on this player. Bill is down. She can come around that corner and hatchet me, so I have to dead hard. I made the corner in time, which is nice. My other ally hasn't been hit. I find a gen, I apply pressure, and that is going to really hurt this killer. She seems to be really good with her shots. I'm not going to lie, she got an incredible one on me. However, I was forced to funnel into a hallway, looking for a gen in this corner. It doesn't look like we are successful. Ooh, there we go. I almost walked away without even checking it. Alright, she's got multiple downs. It looks like this killer wants to slug, which is leaving people on the ground, and that's how she wants to win. Based on that, we should be playing around it by doing gens, and that's exactly what's happening. She can see me. She knows exactly where I am through barbecue and chili. Alright, now she has 5 hatchets. She has no respect for the pallet. She has another hatchet. I have to go now. Won't be able to make it if she has another hatchet. And it doesn't look like she does. She's really looking for the bloodlust, which is good for me. Grabbing hatchets. Alright, no Iron Maiden, no faster reload. Let's get out of here. We did use a lot of resources. Let's use line of sight against this girl as much as I can. She might try and cut me off. So I need to take these long walls against her. Make sure she can't punish me for it. Looks like she has real good prediction of my movement. Yet again, another great attempt. I have to dip during that small window that I have. See if she cuts me off. Yet again, she does. She downed me. It's my first hook, I think. It's my second hook, isn't it? We got pressure on 1 generator and we got group stack healing. Real good mind games from the killer. At the same time, generally in a situation where a killer commits this long to a chase, we'd be getting mass pressure on gens. Is it my second or my first hook? Might actually be my first hook. Good, first hook, 1 person on a gen. I'm gonna wave my arms to let everyone know I can physically see the killer under hook. I know how close the killer is. My teammates should understand my action that I'm currently doing and play off that. She's still right there. I just saw her cloak. So she still hasn't left. She really just wants to play very close to the hook. Right, generator done. Here she comes back already. She never even left. I need to get upstairs. Upstairs is a very long loop and painful for a 110% movement speed killer to try and catch up to you. I'm going to take the heal on the stairs. That way I can respond appropriately. She might have nurses calling. I do have an ally that can take a hit for me and run down the staircase if he needs to. I'm going to let him finish the heal. I'm waiting an extra additional second. Alright, let's go to the corner and work on this gen. Even though this Huntress is playing really well, she is in a bit of an awkward situation because we just keep applying pressure to generators. She cannot chase more than 1 person at a time. Based on that alone, it's going to be very hard for her to try and snowball this game. I know I had somebody working on a gen on the other end of the map. I am now working on a generator as well. All these pallets are pulled down, which are going to make them near impossible for me to play over when she has hatchets. However, she doesn't have exhaustion add-on, so I can play for distance if I take a hatchet in the back with line of sight as well. I'm on the final generator in the corner of the map. There's going to be another gen down there on the left-hand side that needs to be done. A generator I'm on. Therefore, this killer does not have a plausible 3-gen strat. It's a hard map for Huntress. The thing is, she committed too long to her chasers in this game. She also tried to slug a little bit too much when the opportunity didn't favor her. That being said, she doesn't have stability on Ruin or any kind of regression. I haven't seen her Pop Goes the Weasel generator either as well. Therefore, this is the kind of reason why she's in a little bit of a sticky spot. Then again, like I said before, it's a very hard map for the Huntress indeed. Alright, one person is injured, and I'm pretty sure that teammate does have adrenaline. I'm going to be able to complete this generator and heal them. One other person has been hit. I don't know if they have adrenaline. Nope, only one adrenaline. I'm going to go to the opposite door. He's going to go to the opposite door. I'm going to go to the closed door. We're going to prep it, then we're going to make a play towards the opposite door. Again. Listening for a lullaby. If I could force it to M1 me through the pallet rather than hatchet me, I can take massive distance. I won't drop that pallet. I will force her to take the M1. It's the smartest play. Unless she's like physically in between the pallet, then I will drop it with a prepped hatchet. Right now, she's resorting back to looking for leaving somebody on the ground to win the trial. She tried this strategy a little earlier, and it was unsuccessful. So I think she's going to try it now that there's no gens to have to deal with. Now, my door is prepped at 99. I don't know where the solo queue guy is. There he is, the Bill. Noted. She would have seen me on barbecue and chili. Now, the smartest play I can do is pick the guy up from dying state and then save. Good body block by her. I am exhausted still, though. Alright, Bill, I'll take a heal from you, my friend. Right here. Line of sight yet again. Nope, we have to go a little bit up the staircase, Bill. It's going to be much safer, especially if she has nurses, and that is exactly what it looks like she has. She's still chasing. Moderate abuse as well. Really hurting. I just got to run for distance. I don't have a play here. My play is a corner and just try and get away from her. I should have forced her to down me there too. So she's using Monitor Abuse, she's using Nurses Calling, Barbecue and Chili, and her other perk is unaccounted for. She doesn't look like she has pop because she never regressed any generator. This gives all my teammates the time to heal and make a play towards me in a very good area as well that they can go for a borrowed time play. Keeping in mind that she is going to get very close to them. I didn't have any pallets or any windows to utilize against the killer while injured and exhausted in a very bad position. As long as they don't all take a hit right now, they'll be fine to save me. So you got two people coming in this direction, one of them down on the right. She can easily come back to the hook during this window that she currently has, knowing that that guy has to recover from dying state, and listening to the lullaby. I'm not sure if she is coming back just yet, because that monitored views, instead of having a 24-meter heartbeat, she has a 16-meter heartbeat. I think she has came back to the hook, giving them a window to save my ally, but it looks like he stopped her from saving by wiggling on the ground and holding shift, forcing them to come towards us, and it looks like she's just camping under the hook here. Taking the hit. Okay, she actually got a cross-map hatchet on that guy. I'm phenomenally impressed with that angle. We should split, divide. Instead of giving her field of view, I'm going to go around at a harder angle for her to try and anticipate. I am on death hooks, so I have to be careful. The guy upstairs isn't. I still want to come in for Bill. Bill has Kindred, which is huge value right now. Now, I know this killer has Nurses Calling. Coming down this staircase is super risky right now. Bill's not waiting to take the BT hit. Now he's behind me. That's really good. She's trying so hard for the angle. She can't get it. Bill took a bad turn. I'm actually going to cycle back around and go through the map because she's only 110% movement speed. Alright. This map actually worked in her favor, just like Bond's working in mine, telling me where the exit gate is, because I have a teammate there. Everybody's going to walk away smooth sailing. Think of how much pressure she would have had if she like forced people off gens as well, rather than committing to her slugging early. She would have killed one or two people just then, as opposed to giving everybody multiple hooks at the end of the game. Considering exit gates were powered, she did really well. Or I wanted to dead hard on an angle and help my teammate get more blood points for the heal, but she was outside of heartbeat range and just in lullaby. I'm not gonna lie, she had some incredible shots, but time management is very important when you're playing killer and the chases you choose. If you can't hit a survivor or get a pallet in 15 seconds, you generally have to recap on what is currently going on in the trial. Anyways, guys, GG is well played. If you're watching this informative, educational rank 1 game over at YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I do educational, informative, DVD killer, and survivor content 5 days a week over at Twitch if you guys want to tune into the live stream. Anyways, guys, that was a 3-man Swift, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one. Welcome back. Today we're going to be spawning in Wreckage Shop against a Freddy, and I'm just going to let you know this guy has brought a secret offering, which is highly likely to be a Mori. Now, I am in a duo queue Swift, just want to let that be known, so there are 2 gamers, including myself, that are partied up. The other 2 are solo. That being said, I'm going to come across the map, work on this generator here. I know I got 2 people on the generator there. Freddy is MIA. I got a chest on the hill. I know in the middle of the map as well. I have a chest as well in the basement. I can tell by looking at the bottom left-hand side of the screen, the Obsession is currently being in chase, and I can see that the Obsession has been hit. The killer has Thanatophobia. I'm working on a gen. There is no ruin on the generator, therefore there's no regression. Highly likely is running pop. There's no corrupt intervention either based on where I currently am located. Now, what else do we know? We know there's multiple people going to fall asleep. I know the generator my teammate ran to at the start of the trial had 2 people on it. He was one of the people, so he had to run away. I'm hoping the other solo queue person went back to that generator and continued to work on it. I'm going to be able to tell, because when my generator should be ready to pop, that generator should be ready to pop. What does that tell me now? That tells me, based on the fact my generator is halfway done and that generator is done, basically it takes 80 seconds to do a gen yourself. It takes 47.5 to do a gen with a teammate. That tells me how many people were on that generator. It tells me there were 2 people on that generator, and the Obsession is in chase of the killer by looking at the bottom left. Now I know where everyone is. I know the Obsession's being chased, and 2 people are stacking doing gens, and I'm doing a gen across the board. So I can kind of pair together a puzzle of what is currently happening in the trial without bond, without empathy, without knowing. Looks like the killer might be coming over. Let's see how this goes. He does come over. He's going to have to regress my gen. It's pretty close to being done. He's moving that way. I'm just going to move far away from him. No idea where I am. He's too busy concentrating on the generator nearly being done. I don't see a lot of pallets. I do not think it's a fake pallet Freddy. He is not using his ability at all as well in terms of if it is dream snares. There goes regression in that. I'm going to come in through the middle here. I'm going to wait, see what he decides to do. He somehow entered chase through the wall when there was pure, where he couldn't see me at all. That would have been amazing if he had played with your food. Alright. Now he's got to leave. He's back in chase with the Obsession, who's currently injured. I'm going to finish my generator. These other 2 people should be popping a gen in the next 10 seconds if they're stacked. If they're not stacked, in about 30-35 seconds, 2 gens will pop. Now that's bad because the killer has a Mori. It's very bad. I don't have Kindred. I have the same stock standard build running Adrenaline, Dead Hard, Iron Will alongside BT. I could go to the hill and try and search an item to see if it'll help assist my teammate, but that is very unlikely. Now, one of them has woken up. Being able to look in the bottom left-hand side of the screen, seeing that one of them woke up, tells me directly, bad movement by Freddy. I'm going to play window. Oh, wow. He fell for it too. That's really good. Unfortunate movement by me, but he did fall for it at the start. I'm going to walk to the corner. I am asleep, and he hasn't used the dream snare once. I'm going to take distance here. That way I can play a really bad pallet. There is a generator here, though. Just going to dead hard for safety. And I'm going to take him back here, and I'm going to give him a better pallet if I'm telling you the truth. Alright, now I know this one's fake. Let's see what he does. I'm going to just get rid of this while I got a couple of seconds. This is good. This means he cannot slow me down by 15% movement speed, and I'm at a strong jungle gem. He's going through. I'm going around. He'll go up the hill. I'll take him to a stronger loot. That's fine. He's busy with the other guys. I'm going to wake up over here. That way I can actually hear if Freddy Krueger is coming, unless there's somebody on the generator right now that I'll group heal with. Nope, there's nobody on it. I need to know which one of these pallets is real. I think that's real and that's fake. I was correct. Good to know. Work on the generator. 1 gen left, 1 person hooked. I'm going to let my other teammate play here. He got grabbed out of a locker, but if he has DS, he's going to be okay. He does have DS. Looks like Freddy's committing to the Mori, or the tunnel, a little bit too long than he should if he's going to look at trying to execute a survivor with his secret offering that we can currently see. Stacking on the gen is good. We can get Adrenaline to pop. He had to let go of chase. He knows exactly where to go. No, he looks like he's still chasing the same guy. He might have had access to Discordance, but looks like he really wants that Mori. Out of position on the gen, he wasn't paying attention, got grabbed off of it. That's unfortunate. I can't actually see Freddy. Freddy's 100% invisible to me. He's 100% invisible. He's not phasing. He is invisible. I hope I can see this killer right now. Holy shit. Okay, I can see him. Good. I don't want to be versing no invisible man here, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, the other guys have been saved. We've got 1 person on full health. See what he does. I'm going to jump right back on to the generator. This is good. This is really good. Doesn't have Pop Goes the Weasel. Has Thanatophobia to slow down the game. The fact that he's a fake pallet Freddy is going to cost him the entire trial. Yep, you got to come back in. I see you. I'm just going to go round. I don't know why my other teammate was out of position then, and now he is going to get mori'd, and there's nothing my ally can do. I have no idea why he was standing there. There's going to be that mori. Here comes the adrenaline play, and we're going to hopefully get out of here. Pallet is still available behind me. That totem didn't light up with NOED. That's good, but I want to look around a little bit as well. If somebody takes an early hit now, we're in trouble. Because the killer is still currently running NOED. So we're going to have a little bit of a peek, see if we can find it, and then we'll wake up and try and save him. Notice that I'm moving far away from Freddy right now. He opened that door. I'm going to take the assumption he's got NOED and Blood Warden. There's no way that other player opened that door while Freddy downed a guy and picked him up. I see a lit totem. I see that person get pallet stun saved against Freddy Krueger. I can tell by looking at the bottom left-hand side of the screen. I'm breaking NOED, and I'm going to run right through the map as well. I'm going to get a little greedy here and try and search the chest, if I'm going to be honest. I'm going to try and do animation cancel as well. As long as I don't take an early hit, I'll be okay. If I hear his lullaby coming, I'm going to run straight towards him, and he probably will come over because I've broken his NOED. I'm going to just pay attention. Even if I physically see him, I'm going to start running early. Based on the fact if I take a hit all the way back here, he'll catch me before I make it to the door, especially without Dead Hard. I got a toolbox. It's cute. It's a couple of extra points for savoing. I saw Freddy just phase in and out then. No, I didn't. I'm imagining it. A little bit paranoid. That's okay. I am asleep. No, I'm not a little bit paranoid. I don't have Dead Hard, which is bad. I'm really out of position. Did he hear them running? I think he did. I'm waiting for my Dead Hard before I run towards the door. He's just trying to outweight me so he can hit me in the back. Run straight past him. Alright, he body blocked me a bit then, so I actually might be in trouble going for distance against this door right now. He exited chase, I'll be fine. The fact that he took the hit and left, he might have actually caught up to me here. He's not cutting me off or anything. Not at the right angle. He doesn't have 4% additional movement speed, and I waited for my Dead Hard. Even without Dead Hard, I'm going to be able to escape the trial as well. So I knew I needed to wait for it for safety reasons. I searched the chest. I got rid of his additional movement speed through NOED. The killer walks away with an Ebony Mori, I'm guessing, or an Ivory Mori, and one survivor with NOED as well. Unfortunately, that survivor was out of position, or we could have played around that. Anyways, guys, GG's well played. If you're watching this on over YouTube, this just goes to showcase how weak a pallet Freddy is, as opposed to how strong a Dream Snare Freddy is, based on the pallet set you can only place in certain areas, and the dreams you can place wherever, hindering movement speed by 15% for 2 additional seconds. But guys, thank you all for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button for more educational, informative DVD killer and survivor content like this, and I'll see you in the fog in the next trial. Have a good one. Alrighty guys, and welcome back. Today we're going to be spawning in versing a Freddy Krueger, and we are going to be playing on the Sanctum of Wrath. I can tell you straight away that I am in a 3-man pre-made. I just want to let that be known at the start. As you can see, there is one person in the trial who is, well, there's nobody in the trial that's the obsession, but there will be one person in the trial that is solo queue. Alright, I'm going to work on this generator all the way on the opposite end of the map from where I spawned. This tells me that the killer either spawned on this side or has corrupt on the other side, or the killer has ruin. Letting go of the generator tells me the killer does not have ruin, therefore I'm leaning towards this killer more likely having corrupt. Now, it's not a rule that a killer will run one or the other, but it's very common and likely that if a killer has corrupt, they don't have ruin, vice versa. If they have ruin, they don't have corrupt. That generator was done at an incredible rate. Based on that alone, I'm going to say there were 2 people in that generator at least. Possibly a 3rd person came and joined them towards the end of that. I haven't heard a heartbeat at all on my side of the map. I know I'm versing a Freddy Krueger, and he most likely is on their side of the board. I don't see any form of prep around here at all. That play was just in range of Bond, that's why I can see them, therefore I know I've got one ally sort of nearby. Alright, let's keep pumping on the gen. One person is still falling asleep, so they either missed a skill check to wake up on a generator themselves, based on the fact that it hasn't been over 30 seconds, therefore they didn't wake up at a clock on a 90-second cooldown. Claudette's going to join me, we're going to get the generator done. Now we are versing a Freddy Krueger with the swinging chains, and that means, or the swinging rope, sorry, that means we're going to take a little bit longer to do generators, but it's not going to be enough for him to slow down the game. As you can see, 2 generators done on 2 different sides of the board for the price of 1 hit. You have to be very careful if you're not going to be running corrupt or ruin, based on the fact that generators will get destroyed at an incredibly quick rate. Freddy is P3, but that is okay. I'm gonna run over here. I'm gonna wake up while he's doing what he's doing. I'm gonna then slow vault the window actually. Or no, I'm gonna vault early. I'm gonna wait in the corner here. I'm gonna come in with a BT save. Based on the fact that I am currently, I can hear him on the other side. Alright, he teleported away. Based on the fact that I'm currently awake, I would give my teammate borrowed time. There is no one else around on Bond. I can see that. And my ally and I can either group stack heal or work on that generator there. I'm going to search this chest. Now notice how my teammate's running away from that generator. He wants to do a generator closer to the map, I'm guessing. Closer to the center of the board. That way we have access to safer gens on the corner. I'm going to animation cancel the chest as well with Shift W left click. He ran all the way up the center to get up there and work on that generator. I can see one person up there. Therefore, he might have known that that generator was nearly completed and the killer was going to go up there with Pop Goes the Weasel. Hence my teammate returned there. Watching how my teammate is moving now, Freddy Krueger knew that somebody would come back up there and is going to punish him. Therefore, rather than doing the generator I'm on now, I'm going to run all the way up here. I'm going to try and apply pressure. Freddy's coming towards me. That is very bad. I am awake though. I can utilize this window depending on his movement. He might actually get a hit on my back. I was a little slow on my sidestep then, but that's okay. We're going to wait here. We're going to come all the way around. I'm not going to utilize the window again. It's too close. Alright, I'm going to make it look like I'm leaving. Block his line of sight. He broke the pallet. He has bamboozled on the window too. I didn't even hear that. Regressing my generator. Small red sparks. No Pop Goes the Weasel. Pop does make a large explosion. They missed a skill check up top. I'm going to tap that. I'm going to come all the way up here and work on this generator that these guys are trying to get completed. Teammate's going to get hit. I'm going to wait in a spot where hopefully Freddy won't see me. This generator is nowhere completed, therefore I have no idea why everyone was trying to play around it. I'm pretty comfortable to say this is a fake pallet Freddy. This pallet was already used, I saw it on Bond, therefore we can get rid of that. That way nobody makes a mistake. Two people healing down there, can also see that on Bond. I'm going to rotate because I know Claudette's coming up to work on the generator. And I should actually leave this gen because I can see them both coming up. That way she can work on it. She's coming back up, she is. I'm going to come all the way down here and work on this. Bond's giving me a lot of information. I saved that other jungle gym for my ally. I did use this one, and I don't want him thinking it is available. If he's coming around, I'm taking a hit for him behind him. I'm going to wait here. Force Freddy Krueger to hit me in the back. Reset Bloodlust. Take him to a different area. I know he hasn't been the entire game. That way I can utilize these loops. Looks like he's going back up the top. Really good time to sandbag a hit for my ally based on the fact that I think he would have went down there because Freddy did have bamboozled on the window and that other pallet was fake that I did utilize. But let's get this generator done. Good dead hard after he got that done. He might pay the price in going down now though. Looks like our Freddy Krueger is going to be more of a bamboozled gamer. That's okay. I'm actually planning on missing the next skill check if two of us are on this generator, rather than trying to land it. We're not going to get it done in time by the time he comes over with Pop Goes the Weasel. So, if a skill check does offer itself to us, I will take it. I want to greed for this, but it's very dangerous. Alright, so we got a really good dead hard then. Unfortunately, my teammate didn't have adrenaline, and only I did. We'll try and get some distance between the two of us. I saw Freddy go up through the center. I'm going to come all the way down here. I do plan on coming back in for my ally. Is he afraid of DS? Because nobody in the game has DS right now. I'm going to go for the heal. He might have just went straight towards another door across the board. He didn't want the gates being open just yet. He did hit him after exit gates powered. Therefore, he does not have NOED as well. It's unfortunate. That goes to show you the sheer power behind adrenaline. If I knew my teammate didn't have it, I would have been closer for the sandbag hit. But I saw it a little bit too late when I took a little bit too much spacing between the two of us. Gonna go for a group stack heal on my ally, and then we're gonna run right back through the middle of the map and see if we can help somebody else. As long as I'm awake, I'm going to be able to... In fact, here's what I'm gonna do. It's gonna seem really silly to a lot of people. I could awaken him up if he wants to. I'm gonna stand here and wait. Now, whenever you fall asleep against Freddy Krueger, your box that's going to wake you up is going to be on the opposite end of the map. So look what I'm doing. I'm running at an angle over here, so that way the box over there on the other side of the map, I wanted it to be the one in the left corner, but it was going to be far away, much like Pyramid Head. That way, when I do go to wake up, I'm waking up on the right side of the board. If I was to run through the map and get more than halfway, chances are it would have spawned behind me, therefore I wouldn't be able to wake up and come back in and save my teammate with borrowed time. So it's just a really small attention to detail, that little thing that allows you to know how to counter Freddy Krueger. We're waking up, our exhaustion is done, our door is prepped at 99%, one of our teammates is eliminated, I don't hear a heartbeat, I don't see an ally, they're already at the other door. Looks like we're going to be losing one gamer this game. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it over in time for them, and they did die on hook. If only they were a tiny bit more patient, I think we did have enough time. I'm going to leave here in case the other guy does have the hatch. I don't know why he is taking so long to get through the X gate. Anyways, guys, that's going to be an educational, informative rank 1 survivor game in a 3-man pre-made, not on comms, against a Freddy Krueger. If you enjoyed the video, guys, do make sure you hit that subscribe button. I do educational, informative, DVD killer, and survivor content 5 days a week over at Twitch if you guys want to tune into live streams. Otherwise, you can catch the YouTube videos right here. Thank you all for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the fog in the next trial. Have a good one. Alrighty guys, and welcome back in. Today we're going to be spawning in on the Pale Rose. Now, I am going to be coming into this trial with a skeleton key. Now, I don't normally come into trials with keys like the one that you can currently see. However, I am going to be prestiging this gentleman, so I want to kind of come in with, you know, a couple of the cuties and then get rid of them as well. I have to be careful with my movement against this nurse. Alright, the good news is she blinked up. She's stuck on the stairs. She's going to look for me running away right now, but I'm not going to show her. I'm going to just wait. There you go. She can hear something or she saw something and she blinked towards that. What do we know? We're versing a nurse. I'm not running my current normal build, but I will have Lython as well. We know that she has a P3 head-on also. I'm also running Adrenaline and I'm running Unbreakable with Borrowed Time to assist my team if they need that medical assistance. Now, I am in a 3-man pre-made. I want to let that known to you guys right now. She hit my teammate. I don't see any blood coming out of my ally. Based on the fact I don't see any blood coming out of them, I do not believe this killer has Sloppy Butcher. 1 perk down. She doesn't have Ruin. There's no regression on the generator. Therefore, how is she going to regress generators? The answer is either Surge or Pop Goes the Weasel. I personally, on Nurse, I love Surge. I find it very strong. However, I forgot I had life. However, a lot of nurses nowadays run Pop Goes the Weasel. I find Surge with the stability around you, and you can go through the board. Hell, you can run both of the perks. Now, we don't know what this killer has. They came right through the board, so if they had Corrupt Intervention, I didn't see it. So we're not 100% sure on what she has to protect gens. I'm guessing Barbecue and Chili, Pop Goes the Weasel. Might be looking at Nurse's Calling, I'm not sure. Looks like a default 32-meter terror radius, therefore no modern abuse. The later this game goes, the more information that will be provided towards us. For all we know, she'll have Devour Hope. 1 generator completed on the opposite end of the board. I originally was working... Actually, that was a generator in the middle of the board. That there was the best generator any survivor could have completed in this trial, based on the fact we're versing a killer that needs to cut the map in half. And if we're forcing this killer around the skirt of the map, it makes a safe area in the middle of the map, keeping in mind that there's a lot of these weeds or a lot of this... the swamp material that you can use for field of view on the nurse and then double back on yourself. Now, my gen's nearly done. Good follow-up blink. Now, she's looking for a hit on me before she goes back with Pop Goes the Weasel. Doesn't look like she's going for a blink until she gets 2. I'm going to wait here. Now, you'll notice she never regressed my generator. I'm pretty sure she's going to blink down now and go straight in for the gen. And there we go. And here comes that Pop Goes the Weasel that we were just talking about. I'm going to look down. Based on the fact I'm a male character, I'm a lot taller. And if I look down, I can hide my field of view a bit better. I'm going to wait right here. Alright, my light is off cooldown. The nurse is going through the map. She doesn't have time. She does have time now that she noticed somebody has been healed. When you're playing killer, you got to keep in mind time management is important. She came over here, she regressed the gen. She did not have Pop Goes the Weasel. Therefore, we are not looking at much stability on this nurse in terms of generators. That being said, it makes sense why she wanted to hang around. 1 player got healed. I was on that gen. That's 2 people accounted for. Worst case scenario, the other 2 people were on 2 separate gens as well. You got to calculate all these kind of things in your head when you're playing killer. That goes to show me at least 1 other player was on a generator. I don't know if there were 2 stacking on it. I can't tell based on how far away I currently am. This is putting the nurse in a really awkward situation on the Pale Rose right now. What am I doing? I'm going to be looking around to take information of the jungle gyms behind me. I can tell by looking at that wall that I know I have a pallet in between there. I have a pallet to my left. I don't have much to block her line of sight with unless I go back down there, and all she has to do is blink to my location. Not a phenomenal loot against a nurse when the swamp is one of the loudest sounds in Dead by Daylight that you can be running on. I do have life, and I can use that to fast forward something and get away. I'm hoping that when I do that, I'm not going to be taking a hit. Life is pretty predictable when you're playing killer and you know somebody has it. Therefore, I'm going to have to do a lot more mind games mid to late game, especially versing a killer that can get through a window like a nurse or even the equivalent of a pyramid head. 1 generator left, 1 generator completed, Crow's been disturbed, Nurse doesn't have a choice but to come in. What did you notice just then? She did 1 blink, therefore she saved her 2nd blink, and because she saved her 2nd blink, wow, the swamp is really loud. Because she saved her 2nd blink, I know she was waiting to come up, to go blink, to gap close, blink to be very close towards me after that as well for the correction blink, and then an M1. Notice how she hasn't blinked away? I'm not tapping that gen until I hear a charger blink. Might seem really dumb, but I have a very good gut instinct that she's coming back. There's a blink. I'm coming in now. I knew that she had 2 blinks and she was sitting on them. She could have came back with a blink and then a follow-up blink and then punished me. Based on the fact she already did her first big blink. If you don't know information about a nurse, while her hand is open, she's not charging a blink. When it closes a little bit, she's charging a blink. When it's a fist, the blink is fully charged. You can see these indicators as survivor, but obviously they're a lot easier to see as killer. That's bad. I'm going to get hit through life then. I was really hoping she'd go for my ally working on the gen. I do have Unbreakable. If I can make it to the pallet, I'm okay. That's going to be my adrenaline. We're going to be able to get up and get away. That is one of the situations where I do not like life. As you see, very predictable movement by me. I waited a little bit too long and I almost paid the price by getting hooked by the killer. In a situation where I had Dead Hard, I could have ran around that loop, seen how she blinked, reacted and responded in appropriate measures with that too. Not having Iron Will as well, therefore I cannot take unique pathing. However, I have Unbreakable, so I can recover from Dying State. I also have access to Borrowed Time to assist my ally. That was a very fast blink, therefore she got a hit with it as well. We're listening. What I know is if I find my other ally and I get healed, it'll be perfect. I can't really do much to help my team right now in the current situation I'm in, and I am still holding on to this skeleton key. Like I said before, I'm going to be prestiging this gentleman. I'm very close. I wanted to bring in the key because I just had a spare key, really. Now, the only reason she would drop is if she saw somebody. Notice how the Obsession is currently in chase of the killer. I do have Unbreakable if I pull this off. Okay, I will not be able to pull it off. Looks like the basement is here too. Other guy's been healed. The best play is we run away, we heal, and then we come back in. I should not be doing this. Alright, we had a pretty good idea of how she was going to do that. Remember, she hasn't hooked me for barbecue and chili, and that might be exactly what she's looking for now. That's exactly what she's looking for now. I am exhausted. Or did she go back then? She went back because the hook save already happened. Somebody greeting for the door. Gonna get punished. No point in waiting for Dead Hard as I do not have Dead Hard. That's gonna be a Borrowed Time hit as well. Somebody else opening the door. Looking towards me. She blinked out. Alright, I'm gonna run through the map because I have no reason to be here anymore. I know the other door is 99 in prep. This is a situation where I'm pretty much running in there to trade. Unless she picks up and that guy doesn't have DS. Had the solo queue guy leave. If my other ally finds me, we run through the map, we heal. If the nurse doesn't have nurses calling, we're okay here. We can't go any further because we need to be in barbecue and chili range. Alright, I'll take the heal first. Let's see how this goes. If she's smart, she's going to look around for any information provided, and she'll play off that. Now, double heal will give us the opportunity to borrow time. I'm pretty sure my ally is running Metal of Man. Remember, I am in a pre-made. I can see she's coming in. I kind of trusted her then to finish the heal. I saw the nurse was coming in with a blink like I called, but unfortunately, it looks like I shouldn't have trusted in the little bit of the heal. There was only a tiny bit left. She's going to run away and go for the heal as well. I wouldn't have been able to run through my ally, and I didn't have Dead Hard. Therefore, there would have been body blocking. She is outside of barbecue range. Therefore, the killer's going to blink straight towards her, and that's going to be quite catastrophic for us right now. She got the heal done. The killer should know that a heal has just happened and be able to go back and know that the survivor's near me. I will not be able to make it to the basement with borrowed time in time. That's a long blink, so she's blinking in front. There's Metal of Man. We do not have a good chance to go for a save and help this guy. I still want to make a play, but this is unfortunate. There's no one down there. I saw my teammate up here. I don't have Dead Hard, so I can't recover if I make a mistake down here. This is very awkward. I don't want him to die on first hook. This just shows you that because that solo queue guy left, I can't go in for a basement save against a nurse here. I'm literally going to trade. Alright, I'm going to try my luck. She's waiting for the hit on me. Based on the fact she knows he's got BT. I got a little stuck on a rock then. The play was to run, double back, life through the pallet, and then go from there. That's unfortunate. If I didn't get caught on the rock, we would have been okay. My other teammate's injured here. She's trying to force him out. I do have Unbreakable. As long as my other ally doesn't go down, we're okay. If the killer greeds here, she's in trouble. Looks like she's not going to greed. That's going to be Unbreakable. That's going to be life. She can cut me off here with 2 really good blinks. I had to sidestep then, knowing that she's going to be going for a hit for me because I'm going to be going straight for the door. That was my only play to be able to come back from that. We did manage to save the guy from the basement. That was a very hard game. It shows you life can be utilized, but it's very easy to mind game as killer. As you can see by that nurse, I needed to respond, knowing that she's going to be blinking for the door and swinging towards me as well. Anyways, guys, GG's well played. If you're watching this educational, informative, rank 1, rank 2 Survivor game over at YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I do educational, informative, DBD killer, and Survivor content 5 days a week if you want to tune into the live streams over at Twitch. Otherwise, you guys can catch the educational, informative YouTube videos over here at YouTube. Anyways, guys, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the fog in the next trial. Have a good one. Alrighty guys, and welcome back. Today we're going to be spawning in on Hattonfield with the normal build that I run in a lot of my videos. Now I'm going to let you guys know at the start of the video that I am in a 3-man pre-made. I have a teammate on my left hand side and I'm going to be versing Lisa, also referred to as the Hag in Dead by Daylight. Now she's just going to keep running around until I give her this pallet, and I'm not going to give it to her. I'd rather take a hit in the back. Unfortunately there's that hit. I had no intention of giving her such a valuable pallet. I'm going to take that, and I'm going to be a little bit of a pain here. Now, a lot of people have been playing the Hag recently and doing fast teleport hits. She already trapped the front door. We saw that. Oh, she saw me again. Now she can force this pallet out of me based on my movement. And she is going to get it, which is unfortunate. Somebody triggered the trap, but she really wants this pallet instead. She's going to have to get me with Bloodlust, though, which is good. Unfortunately, I ended up giving her the pallet, and she's got Nemesis, which is a very interesting perk to see from a Hag. Now, does she have Nemesis alongside Play With Your Food? Because that would be very unique. I can see an ally here in the street. I wouldn't mind getting a group heal from the... Never mind, we can see she's coming back in. I can't hear her heartbeat based on the fact Nemesis is giving me the Oblivious status effect. Therefore, these guys can hear her heartbeat, but I cannot hear her heartbeat. Taking a hit. The good news is she doesn't have Sloppy Butcher. If she decides to check... Yeah, here she comes again. He should take the window because I can easily make... I'm good right now. I don't have to worry about anything. I'm going to come through here. There's a hit from him. That's unfortunate. He did take a free hit when he didn't need to, but I'm guessing he didn't know the tile that I was running towards, or he was just playing it safe, which is also very good. Now, she put a trap down near the window. I saw that. I'm also exhausted, and she's forcing pressure in the middle of the street, which is bad. The good news is we have 2 people unaccounted for. I didn't see that, but that's okay. That's actually a really good trap placement by her. Alright, there she is in the street again. We're going to go around here. Let's see what she decides to do. She would have trapped that generator. I'm exhausted, and I don't have Dead Hard. Jenny upstairs has been done. The question is, will she try and apply pressure straight up? This is... No, I'm not going to do it, because I can see my teammate. My teammate can heal me and make this much more of a safer play. Now, the reason I didn't trigger the trap is I'm exhausted, and if she's quick with her hand, she's going to be able to out-lunge me as well. I've got an ally here. I'm going to need him to take a hit. He didn't take a hit, but she didn't chase me, which was a mistake. She could have easily punished me then and down me. I wouldn't have been able to make the safety of anything based on how far away I am. I'm close to being healed. I know that generator needs to be worked on. I also know she has a trap all the way down here and on the right. I'll tell you what I should be doing. I should be walking rather than running. See, she's chasing me a little bit too. I do not want to go to the window on the right because I know that's prepped, right? I want to be very careful with my movement here. I want to slow down a little bit. Don't know where the Hag's going. She instantly let go of the chase. I'm pulling her to a corner she doesn't want to be at. If there is a trap here, which there is, I'm waiting till I get Dead Hard before I trigger this. In fact, no, I'm not. Going to be a little ambitious. Alright, if she chooses to take the teleport, it's far too late. I'm walking. And now I'll vault the window. Putting her in an awkward spot. She put a trap down, so depending on what direction she goes, I do not go that way. I should have taken the vault on the window. I know this is prepped over here too. I'm going to cut through the building. It's my best chance to get the hell away from here, knowing that she has prep around here, right? I will come back and trigger this prep after I get the heal. The thing is, think of how much time it's taking her to come to the corner. She's only lost 1 generator, don't get me wrong. Pretty sure she has a trap over here too. She does, there it is. Alright, little slow on her teleport. She wasn't ready for it. She might have been prepping something else. Now, in any day of the week, she should not respect jungle gyms. And just like that, she's not respecting jungle gyms. I will recycle that if she doesn't break it. She broke it. No brutal either. Pay attention to what she's doing. She's going to be looking for a trap. I need to find that teammate, get that heal, and apply pressure towards generators. Think of how much I haven't done this game. Just shows my team is actually carrying me through this. In my defense, I have triggered the killer's traps, and I have had the killer with me for quite a majority of the time. We can see a group heal going on down here. Therefore, every player is now accounted for, including myself. because I haven't helped the team, I should really be looking at trying to be a little bit more ambitious with what is currently happening. I want to work on the generator in the street. I want to trigger her 3 traps on the far right-hand side, and she's prepping the house on the left when I last physically saw her. She's got Michael Myers' house prepped as well. That's fine. Check this generator again. Generator triggered. Good. A little slow on a teleport. I'm actually going to go over here and work on this generator with my teammate. He's running towards prep. He doesn't probably know that that area is prepped, so this might result in him going down and getting a trap put under the hook. This is what I'm talking about earlier, that I need to stay on top of her traps. The Hag is good if she has pressure across the board. Just like that, she caught him based on, I'm guessing, trap placement. She funneled him into a bad spot, and down he goes. The good news is we're getting a gen done. The bad news is he's going to get 3 or 4 birthday traps around him. And it looks like this guy is giving me a flashlight, meaning he's giving me the responsibility to go save this player. She's looking for a pop kick. I don't know what she's looking for. Felix needs to keep running. He's going to see me. That was risky for Felix. Notice where I'm standing to take the hit for Felix. Notice how I'm moving. I'm going to slow down now. Make sure she can't get past. Take the hit for him. That way I body block a hit and the killer can't get any value out of it. Tap the generator. She's just going to outweight him because there's no pallet there because I used it. He needs to take a fast vault. He baited the dead hard, I think. No, he couldn't make it in time. This is a very bad spot for me to be in, but I know the window alignment of this building. Alright. Ooh, him going down's a bit of an issue. I'm going to finish that generator. No, I'm not, because the final piston isn't moving. Going to make sure I'm not out of position. I know I can right angle into this window if I need to. She can catch me off if I'm a little greedy here. He's crawling towards me. Alright, he's fully recovered then. It wouldn't make sense for him not to crawl towards me. She didn't trap the other place. Did you notice how quickly I healed him up? That tells me that this player had deliverance. Teammate took a hit then as well. Unfortunate. Will she trap under the hook? She will. And then she'll come kick the gen. We can't get it done in time. I'm going to snipe that so she can get a quick save on him and they don't have to worry about her coming back. Good thing about a flashlight is a complete counter towards a Hag. Just like that, she can't teleport to it. Healing under the hook didn't really make much of an appropriate play in my manner. She's looking for the snowball. She's not looking for the snowball. This gives them both time to recover. I know my teammate didn't use his unbreakable, so if he has to use it, he will use it, and he just used it then. Getting rid of these traps. I want to heal her up, but this generator is more important. It's the final gen, and it will be adrenaline. Alright, we're really putting so much pressure on this player right now. I don't know why they're greeting so much for that, because she's just forcing a trade. If they just walked away a little bit after the heal and then hook saved, away from the hook, would be in an okay spot. I'm running low on flashlight, if I'm going to be frank with you. But this just goes to show you one of the weakest scenarios of where the Hag doesn't have her power. She doesn't have any time to prep. I'm constantly here. My teammates are constantly here. These other 2 guys have rotated away and they are healing. This is good for us. We're max on chase. This puts her in a really awkward situation. I have been in this scenario as Hag before, and I know how devastatingly difficult it can be. All we have to do is go to a different generator. He is exhausted, and he doesn't have Unbreakable. Take the hit, my friend. Alright, the only reason he wouldn't take the hit is if he doesn't have Adrenaline. Looking at the wall, she's going to try and take him to the basement. If we can get multiple hits out and stop her, that'll be great for our success. I need help here. I can't do this myself. Unfortunately, I was unsuccessful with it too. I knew her play. I knew what she needed to do. I just needed more bodies. Fortunately, we were able to get off the hook then. That was very, very well done. I do not want to even risk this door based on the fact that if somebody goes down now this close to the basement, this late into the trial, that's going to be game over. If they get hooked over here, that's okay. She's obviously coming back to lead us towards the... Oh, don't follow me, guys. Got no idea where I'm going. I am hoping... Alright, cool. We're good. We're good. I'm exhausted. She's at the back. She had Medal of Man, taking an extra hit, showcasing how powerful that perk can be for the late game, taking those protection hits, and that is going to be a 3-man pre-made escaping, having the solo queue player fall into line, understanding what needed to happen. Well done to them. Anyways, guys, GG's well played. If you enjoyed this rank 1 game, countering a Hag and showing you that she can be strong under the right circumstances, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'll also be uploading more educational, informative Hag videos so you can see it from the other perspective and how you should be looking at your trap placement as well. GG's, guys. Thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you in the fog in the next trial. Have a good one. Alrighty, guys, and welcome back in. Today we're going to be spawning in the Ironworks of Misery. Now, we know we're going to be versing a Freddy. There has been quite a few Freddys coming recently. I can see a lit totem in front of me, which may be access to Haunted Ground or Ruin really early. Everybody's falling asleep. We do have an obsession in the trial as well. Getting this totem out of the way could be both a beauty and a curse really early, depending on how my teammates play, depending if it is Haunted Ground or if it is Ruin. Might even be Devour Hope. We do not know. What we do know is the totem is currently broken. I should have actually maybe let that go based on the fact I saw the killer enter chase with my obsession in the bottom left-hand side of this screen. That being said, if it was Haunted Ground, we might have been in a little bit of trouble because this person is falling asleep, remember. Now, that timer it takes for you to fall asleep is going to take 60 seconds. It takes a bit of time. It takes 80 seconds to do a gen yourself. But getting the totem out of the way just goes to show you that relying on a totem perk can be very devastating unless you have Hex Undying. But then again, you can lose Hex Undying quite easily. I want to let you guys know at the start of the game that I am in a 3-man pre-made this game, as opposed to being in a 2-man or a 4-man, including myself. I am in a 3-man. That being said, let's keep working on this generator. I know I'm asleep. I know the obsession is still being chased by the killer. I can hear that whooshing sound. That whooshing sound indicates that Freddy is either teleporting or faking a teleport. Just a little fun fact for people that don't know what that sound is when you're versing Freddy Krueger. It can be both heard while you're asleep and while you're awake. A little fun fact to know as well, when you are falling asleep, depending on where you are on the board will depend on where the box that you have to wake up is. For example, if I'm completing a generator in the corner of the board and somebody's falling asleep in front of this exit gate, I want to go as far to the far right-hand corner as I can while I'm falling asleep. That way, in front of this person is going to be where I can wake up. Does that make sense? It's one of the really advanced techniques to do if you have borrowed time looking for a BT save against Freddy, because we all know while you're asleep against Freddy, it's a direct counter to borrowed time. Now, the question is, are we going to be versing a Dream Snare Freddy, or are we going to be versing a Fake Pallet Freddy? Fake Pallet Freddy is nowhere near as strong as Dream Snare. We can hear another teleport. I have to make a decision. He's coming straight towards me. That's fine. I'm looking at the jungle gym to my right. It's not bad. It's not great. Looks like he's still chasing. He lost another gen. I'm going to play back window on this. Another generator shows you 3 people in 3 different areas working on 3 different gens. Found a lit totem. I'm going to run around this corner and wait here, see how he responds. Alright, he tried to lunge from the other side of the moon, so unfortunately he was unsuccessful. Looks like he is running quite a few totem perks. I'm going to go round. I'm probably going to take a hit from Bloodlust here. I'm going to fake this window. I don't think I'll make it. Okay, I would have made it by a mile, but it looks like he missed position. Alright, now he can cut me off here, and that's what he's doing. I'm going to try and move into him to move out. I was unsuccessful. Looking right around for a pallet that's pulled down. That'll do. Now, I know fake pallets can never be pulled down. It is a Dream Snare Freddy. That's good. I'm going to try and get him to break this. I'm going to wait here. I'm going to take more than that, my friend. I'm going to wait again. Whoop. One more. Alright, now I'm going to make it look like I'm... Whoop. Okay. Let's see what he decides to do. He's breaking it. I'm going back. I know there's no pallet inside for me to work with. I know straight through I have a really shitty jungle gym. He's baiting a teleport, but making sure that my movement is going to throw him off. I got another little pallet here. I'm going to drop it pretty much straight away. I've got 3 different people working on 3 different generators. Let's see what he decides to do. He's letting go of chase, so I'm going to punish him for it. I'm going to go back around. I'm going to break that totem, and then I'm going to try and apply pressure to something. Somebody called his bluff and stayed on the generator. I'm guessing it was very close to being completed and was unfortunately grabbed out. Now that Freddy has used his teleport, he's actually on a cooldown between when he can teleport again. Therefore, I know that he went across the board. He teleported, giving me a perfect window to be able to break this totem because he can't teleport back, and he had somebody on his shoulder, which looks like got pallets done saved. Very unfortunate for Freddy. There goes 3 totems now. Means he could possibly have 1 more totem. We might be versing a Freddy running 4 totems, including NOED, so we're not 100% sure. I know upstairs in the corner a totem can spawn, but I remember that for the late game that the killer does have access to NOED. Now, waking up in this situation I'm in now is only because I'm injured. I'm in the center of the board right now. Normally, I wouldn't be going for a wake up because I manually did it at one of those rather than missing a skill check. I will be looking at 90 seconds to fall asleep as opposed to 60 seconds. Very good movement by Freddy. You can see the love heart on the right-hand side of the screen. I actually got hit through dead hard, but that was a clean hit by Freddy regardless. Now, if the base was behind me, I'm in trouble. It's a really good movement by him. I don't know if he saw me because I didn't hear his heartbeat, but at the same time, oh, that was a phenomenal hit into a pallet stun save. Can you get out of the way, please, beautiful? All right. That was a really, really good play by my ally. Freddy should have pulled back after that too. I'm actually very impressed by that. We're looking at maybe a group heal on him. Doesn't look like he has access to adrenaline. Actually, he's running right past me. Looks like he does have access to adrenaline. I don't know what is currently going on. I'm going back to that generator here too. I would like to get a little bit of a heal going right now until I know Freddy's location. There he is right now in front of me. See him coming through. What I know is my ally behind me can take a hit. I'm going to go up, actually. I can go up and drop down if I need to. This will give me a good opportunity to search the chest and have look if Freddy has a totem up here too. Here's Steve in trouble underneath me as well. Check the corner for a totem. See the chest. Check the other corner for a totem. There is no totem on either side. I'm going to come through. I'm going to wait here for a second because I can hear the lullaby. I'm looking at the bottom left to make sure Freddy is still currently in chase with the obsession, and that is exactly what's happening. I'm paying attention to that more than anything. The second the entity's grass stops, I need to pay more attention around me. It's still going, so Freddy's committing. We're going to animation cancel the chest just like that by pressing Shift W left click. I'm not going to heal with the make it because I'm pretty comfortable saying my teammate on full health is applying pressure towards an objective some point somewhere across the board. Now here's what's going to happen. Because I know adrenaline's most likely coming really soon, I'm going to wake up here after I finish my heal, and then I'm going to look for the save on this person. I can see one person over there. They took a hit. Okay, I'm going to wake up. I'm going to heal, and then I'm going to make a play. No adrenaline is coming. I would have been incorrect. I am at a pallet right now, though. He wouldn't be able to see me from Barbecue and Chili. I am too close to him. He has to take the other guy further away, giving a perfect window to save that player right now. I'm going to get a little greedy here because I have a feeling he's going to play between the two of them. I'm going to leave that at 99. She got off the hook. Very good. Now, you might be wondering why I'm leaving at 99. This gives me access to Dead Hard. Gives me access to some pretty fun and incredible plays. If I play my cards right, of course. Now, based on Freddy's movement, I expect him to cut me off. I'm going to play it safe. Oh, I thought he doubled back then. I'm not going to take a hit in the back, but he's going to respect the pallet anyway, so I'm going to go around and utilize a window. Looks like he's going back towards the hook. I'm going to apply pressure towards the generator. Now, I do know that there's a generator across the board on the right-hand side where Freddy originally downed me, which is fine. I'm going to work on this. I can look at the bottom left and see two people awake. His timer has just started as well. I'm applying pressure towards the generator. We can hear the heartbeat from pretty far away. I'm going to play back towards this window. I have all the time in the world to be nice and patient. He's not in chase, therefore I get an additional vault out of that window. I'm going to wait right here on the corner. I'm going to just sidestep here. Looks like he may be doubling back, saw a little bit of his red stain. Gonna wait. I haven't vaulted a window on him before like that, and he got me with it too. That's the first time I made that play this entire game, and he read it. Really good prediction by Freddy. However, you know what isn't good prediction? Not applying pressure towards generators right now. I'm going up. I'm gonna wait up here. I'm gonna get a couple of healing points. I know Freddy can't do much to me right now. I'm not too worried. If I can have an opportunity to miss a skill check, I will. I didn't. Going in. I'm going to apply pressure to the gen. The other two players are on full health. Other three players. What do you think Freddy's doing right now? He's applying pressure towards them. But if we're all working on different gens, Freddy can't be at everywhere at once. He can be in two places at once, depending on how good he is with his fake teleports. But at the same time, it's going to be a very difficult thing for Freddy to do. I know I still have the pallet behind me, so rather than playing the window, I'm going to play pallet, depending on how he moves. Sounds like he is coming through with that. Can hear his lullaby. He's still in chase the obsession. I don't want to play towards this. Somebody took a hit for the obsession. Let's see how this goes. I don't want to work on the gen while I'm awake or asleep. Sorry, I want to be awake while I'm working on the gen. See how Freddy moves right now? I'm not sure where he is. Remember, he doesn't have a heartbeat. He has a lullaby, which can be heard from pretty far away. I'm a tiny bit out of position. He's got two generators here. It makes sense why he's floating around this side of the board and not the other side. Two different people, two different areas, and I left that pallet available for my ally. This is a bit risky to try and do with my teammate when we're both injured. Freddy can easily let go of chase, come back and punish us, and there's nothing we can really do. We do have pressure on that corner gen as well that he might be able to hear based on the fact that the ball moves can be harder for him and have more sound obstruction. A dead-hearted... Oh, I'm so sorry, my teammate. I dead-hearted past him for that as well. I'm going to just take him away. That way they can heal him and pick him up from dying state. I will go down here. I have nothing to work with. What I do have to work with... Oh, I do have a pallet. I won't make it though. He's too close behind me. The good news is they're about to pop adrenaline. Unfortunately, the delay... If they waited an extra second, I would have been okay then. Because adrenaline has a stutter animation on the ground. What did we learn though? We learned Freddy doesn't have... he doesn't have NOED, which is good. They're grouping, stacking, healing. It's unfortunate there was no pallet nearby, no window nearby, nothing I could utilize. Wrong place, wrong time. Is that my first hook? That is my first hook, so we don't have to worry too much. They're all full health stacked. I will not be able to adrenaline off the hook now as well. That is okay. If only I could hang on for an extra couple of seconds. I dead-hearted past the killer, so he'd lunge and miss. Unfortunately, he lunged right through me and then hit my teammate on the hook, because I did have a plan to then make a play to go back for the gen as well, but unfortunately I was unsuccessful and I took distance to try and lead the killer away from the objective, which is exactly what worked. He came away, he got a hook, which is fine. Adrenaline happened, everybody got to full health, and now they apply pressure to doors for my first hook of the trial, making it a very worth it trade. Now, it'd be pretty silly for me to work on the door. I'm going to let him do it, based on the fact I am injured, and I want to be able to run away if I can. There's no pallet here to work with. There's no window to work with. There is nothing to defend myself with from Freddy. Therefore, it is a dead zone, referred to as nothing I can utilize against him apart from 360s. It's one of those areas in Dead by Daylight where you're just kind of in a bad spot. Alright, I'm going to group, stack, heal, and then I'm going to go in and see what happens towards my teammate. Just before I fall asleep, if he hasn't finished the heal, I'm going to wake him up, then he's going to wake me up, and then we're going to trade off of that. Being awake so we can track better. He is going to run, therefore I'm going to be unsuccessful in waking him up. Just yet again showing you guys I'm not on comms and there's a little bit of desync between two players. Waking up would have been a great play right now, based on the fact now we don't know where to go in terms of tracking. You can hear the lullaby, but we have to physically see Freddy Krueger. I'm guessing he's to the right because I can't hear the lullaby anymore. Yeah, he's by the shack. Notice how no one's opened the door. Based on the fact that no one's opened the door, this means Freddy's in a really awkward situation because we have all the time in the world. I can hear that. I heard a flashlight behind me. I'm going to wake up though. I think that's a smarter play right now. Go for the heal on her. Looks like the Obsession's back in chase, and he can utilize a window. No, he cannot. He's going to be going down. I need to cut him off. He needs to come over here. Freddy's after him. That's fine. You guys both keep running. I'll take the hit for him if I need to. Clearly need to right now. He's going for the other one. You need to turn right, beautiful. Turn to the pallet. Left. Very good. I'm going to take a little bit of distance because I can play that pallet if I need to. He came really far through it. That's going to be 2 people down. Ooh, he might have still had access to Dead Hard then. That was a really good play if he did. I'm going to prep the door. I'm going to heal this one up. Then we're going to go back in for a teammate. He's not on Death Hook, so we'll play off that. Take him through the map. I have a pallet here. I won't give it to him, though. He knows I have a pallet. He can't waste my time. I'm going to come right back in, apply pressure back towards the door. Teammate was out of position. I could just wait right now. He's not on Death Hook. You come in, save him. I get the door. I can't BT him at the time. That was a very fast heal. Not going to move into him. Going to move back around. Now remember, I am awake for a couple of seconds. That will give me enough time to get the BT on him, if I time it correctly. He didn't see me. That's good. Here comes that BT last second. I'm going to take the hit for them. Ooh, I stuffed it up, I'm afraid. Now I can go across the board and wake up again. Find my other teammate, group stack heal. Yep, come on, darling. Alright, I was unsuccessful there. She had BT, which is good. We'll take the heal on her. She's going to wake me up. That's even better. That gives me 60 seconds. That's nice. Other player is going to be able to mend in the door. We're going to group, stack, heal. Both run at the hook. He will not have a choice if provided my teammate has BT. We're both going to be able to get the save. His best play is to play off the slug right now. Or the person in dying state. You can see how they're spinning. That indicates that they're fully recovered. Alright. Let's go get her. She is in between a pallet as well. I'm gonna run far away. That way he can't do anything here. My other teammate is trying to get his attention, the injured one. I'm gonna take the heal. Now be very careful with your movement, darling. That's right. If you won't go through the map, and I'll be able to save you. Actually, if you... There's a really easy play here, and I'm gonna show you guys. If I had this pallet pulled down, and she stood right here, I can guarantee heal her, and he can't lunge past me. And then when he hits me in the back, she vaults, and we both get out through the door. I run around. That is the play in that situation. But there's 2 of us here, so we can just take our time. Force the body block onto Freddy, and there's nothing he can do in that situation. But there was a play to do at the pallet. If he decided to break the pallet, we run all the way around. It would have been a really easy play. Based on the fact there's solo queue, might have been a little bit of desync. Anyways, guys, GG's well played. If you're watching this educational, informative, rank 1 survivor game, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Freddy actually played really well, but unfortunately, it just goes to show you that even in a 3-man pre-made, split pressure on different gens, different areas, working together as a team can be a killer's worst nightmare. Alright guys, no pun intended with Freddy there. Have a wonderful time guys, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the fog in the next video. Cheers. Welcome back. Today we're going to be spawning in on the Fractured Cowshed. I want to let you guys know that I am in a duo man swift as well with two solo queue players. Now, an issue here that I'm going to point out straight away is that Jake wanted to run and work on the safe generator straight away. Did you see how the Steve committed to running past him? That is one of the strongest loops available on this map. Do you think working on a generator at the strongest loop in the game available at the start of the trial is a good idea? Or do you think you should be applying pressure towards another generator? I should be able to make that nice and easy because I've got the right angle. Now I can see a teammate down there, so that is not where I want to take the killer, right? Alright, we did the same play on him twice. I won't do it 3 times. Good movement by him. I'm going to take him away here. I'm going to sidestep back into the corner. I know I'm taking a hit. He's lunging really, really early. Should not have done that because now I'm just going to outweight him and make him stab. I have to come over here now. That was a bad play by him to commit to that. Yet again, he's getting really greedy with his lunges now, so we're going to punish him. We're going to go right. He's still respected. Good movement. I'm taking a hit in the back because I hesitated. However, he has to make a decision if he wants to chase. Decision is he wants to chase. That was an incredible collision. I didn't even hear him hit the wall. Good thing I had dead hard and I could recover from it. Now he's got to let go and go straight back there because I'm in a very powerful survivor loop. So what am I going to do? I am injured. Unfortunately, this player has decided to hide. If this player ran straight away, he'd regress the gen and chase this player. However, now they're going to take a free hit and hopefully they choose not to camp a pallet and keep running. I can't have the killer see me because what do you think I'm about to do? I'm about to go in and I'm about to go work on that generator. I know I've got a pallet here. I've seen the loop. I know that generator in the corner should be being completed by Jake in the next 10 seconds. He said adequate time. That wasn't even Jake finishing his generator. That was the other player, the Steve, that ran past Jake originally. So what is taking Jake so long to complete a generator miles away from the killer? Did he find the basement? Did he search the basement instead? Did he realize that he didn't want to do that generator at the start and rotate away? We don't know. We're too far away. Now, you'll notice how I used Bond then. I tried to pull the killer away. From my teammates until I had to come back in. He made a couple of boo-boos, and when he used his dash ability, I knew that I had a small window of when he would have to do his injection, therefore I could run for the closest pallet available, which was here. I could have tried to take him back to the side window as well, but unfortunately, we didn't. We did come over here, complete the generator. Now, the good news is, look around, chat. That's Tinkerer, and he hit me right through my dead hard, even though we saw the love heart on the right-hand side of the screen. Showcasing, unfortunately, dead hard doing what Dead Hard does best. We pushed the button before he hit us. We saw the love heart, but we are going to be going down yet again. Alright, so what do we know? 2 people working on a gen over there. Why wouldn't he pick me up? Because of Tinkerer, right? He obviously responded to Tinkerer going through the board. I think that's Jake all the way down there in the corner now. The good news is I'm recovering in between a pallet. The bad news is I went down through Dead Hard, but Dead Hard's off cooldown now too. My teammate will be able to pick me up. Notice when he decides to come over here, I will crawl through the pallet. That way he can make a play to heal me and utilize a pallet if he so feels like he needs to. I'm picked up. Pallet's recyclable. Killer won't be able to get a hit. One of us stays, one of us leaves. I do have Dead Hard. He probably doesn't think I have Dead Hard because he got that crazy hit. Alright, I'm going to just keep running here. I didn't even see him collide with anything, so I didn't think he could lunge, so I didn't even try and drop the pallet. I didn't hear him. Normally when the Blight runs into a wall, you hear a thudding sound. I didn't hear anything, so I decided to keep running and not drop the pallet then. I thought he was just going to run right past me. But regardless, good move from him. We got somebody being healed across the map to the right-hand side. Teammate was unable to finish this generator here too. First hook. These 2 should split up and work on 2 different generators while we're covering ground in this corner of the map too. If one of them, the guy who's injured, for example, should not be running in coming for a save. He should work on that generator. The Nia coming from the left is coming for the save. This is why Kindred would be such a good perk, so these guys know what is currently happening. Teammate, unfortunately, went into a poor position. He will see scratch marks that'll be running right across where I'm shaking my camera now. They'll be there for 10 seconds if he decides to wait. She can come in and easily save me right now. He's looking around to make sure he... Oh, that's going to be okay. We're going to take the save. No borrowed time. Makes sense why they waited. I'm going to apply pressure towards this generator here too. Let's see if he sees me in the corner. He's coming in for the generator. Good dead hard by this gentleman. They can both stack on the generator in the corner. I'll work here. Notice what the killer's doing now. The killer is running through the board away from the objective he needs to play. Now, even though Jake didn't do that generator at the start of the game on the right, he's taken the killer towards a generator that is completed. Look where he took him. He took him to the wrong side of the board. Unfortunately, he went down straight away because he already utilized his dead hard. That being said, the killer will come right past my generator and go to the corner of the map because he's going to know there's 2 people in the corner through Tinker as opposed to 1 where I currently am now. I'm going to run towards the shack. It is one of the strongest loops I have available, and just like that, he's ran right past. Now, yes, I could easily save my teammate on the hook right now, but generator's being regressed. I don't even hear a heartbeat when he ran past. I heard him yell, therefore that generator's nearly done. Do you think the killer's going to come back, or he's going to let that generator regress off Tinkerer, and then he's going to come back? I could run in for the save and get the blood points, but that would be a bad timing to go for the save. Right now, I want to force Tinkerer to activate, so now he comes back. He has Tinkerer activated. I'm paying attention. He needs to make a decision of what is currently happening. He can't protect both of these gens. Notice we can't see the girl on full health. It means she's working on that generator. Will he go around? If he does, I have the swinging cows behind me to the left-hand side. He broke the pallet. I'm greeting for the generator. Dead hard. Nice and early. Gave him the good pallet. The swinging cows. Corner gen is about to be completed. He needs to make a decision. Chase me or protect the generator in the corner of the map. That was an incredible curve. I got hit just as adrenaline activated, but because of the delay, I got lucky then because he had to put the needle. I got very, very lucky. It was one of those insane curve hits that guy got just then. One of those incredible ones, showing you almost a 180 from the blight. We're in a bad spot, my friend. We can't both play this, I'm afraid. I mean, we can both play it. There's a tree here that he should be trying to hit with his ability. I'm not going to greed for it. I'm just going to give it to him, and I'm going to run so I can recycle it, yeah? She's not even on the door, the teammate on full health. He's hit me, so we know he doesn't have NOED, right? Okay. I would love this guy to heal me, if I'm going to be honest with you. They're both waiting near one door. I can see another door down here to the left-hand side, beside what appears to be a pretty decent loot. Teammates on the door as well. If I set that crow off, it'll respawn in 15 seconds. Or 20 seconds, sorry. Alright. We're going to take a heal from our ally. We open the door based on the fact the other 2 guys are full health. I'll heal him first. This way I can get my dead hard back as well. The time we're both healed, my dead hard should be back. Let's get this out of the way. One player has been injured as well. This just goes to show that splitting on generators is superior in almost every single situation. He's in struggle. That's our dead hard Jake that we originally had at the start of the game near the red barn. Seeing how strong the red barn was, it's kind of important that late game we had an exit gate there that we could play around that. The killer couldn't catch me. I had a really pretty powerful loop, therefore we could play around that. Now, if Neo is playing right, he's either hooking in the basement or through the map. It's taken him too long. He wiggled off, so I reckon the killer ran through the map. No, he gave him the exit. That was very nice of the killer. I'm going to run in. I'm going to give the killer 2 hits here too, just to say, what a great sport. Giving a little nod at the end. What a guy. If he wants a hit, I'm more than happy to give it to him, but it looks like he's going to let us just smooth sailing out. Here comes a hit. Nope, going to run into the wall. You hear that sound of him actually running into the wall? That's why I didn't drop the pallet when he originally came and curved around the wall and hit me through that really powerful pallet. I didn't hear him collide with anything, so I'm thinking, oh, he's not going to be able to lunge, right? The blight can only hit you after he dashes and has collision with the wall. So sound isn't always on your side when you play Dead by Daylight. Anyways, guys, GG's well played. If you're watching this educational, informative, rank 1 Survivor game over at YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I do educational Survivor and DBD killer content 5 days a week over at Twitch. If you guys want to tune in and say g'day, it'll be a pleasure to have you guys in the live stream. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the fog in the next video.